Extraordinary scale of expectation there must be where you are.
Huge expectation, huge excitement. I think opulence is the word of the week. I think these three Gulf Arab nations, Saudi Arabia, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, are going to do whatever they can to outdo each other as they welcome this transformative American president to the region. His first foreign trip, he went to the Pope's funeral, of course, but this is his first diplomatic trip of his second term. He's choosing to come first to Saudi Arabia, just as he did in his first term. But, you know, so much has changed. This region has changed. Saudi Arabia, other Gulf Arab countries are much more politically confident now. Saudi Arabia sees itself as a regional, perhaps even a global power broker. If it was the case in his first term that the Saudis, the Gulf Arab countries, needed America more than America needed them, well, I think that relationship is rather more balanced now. On the face of it, this trip is going to be all about trade or all about money. The Saudis, for example, have said they will invest $1 trillion over 4 years in the United States. These are eye-watering numbers. They probably don't actually meet reality. Nevertheless, it is big investment by the Gulf into the United States. For Donald Trump's base at home, for his supporters at home, for people who might doubt his ability to make America great again, well, that is what he will point to. He is going to the Middle East to encourage them to spend money. It's about defense pacts as well between Gulf Arab countries and the United States. America selling weapons to the Middle East. But behind all that, of course, and wrapped up in all of it, Wilf, is geopolitics. And it feels like at the moment Donald Trump is galloping away on multiple horses at the same time. It's hard to know which ones he will fall off. But in Trump style, if he does fall off one, he'll probably leave that behind and focus on another. He wants to come away from this first foreign trip of his second term with diplomatic wins and with lots of money in his back pocket as well to invest in the United States. So, you know, we just don't know which of the global issues will be the dominant one this week. There was a time only a couple of weeks ago that there was an expectation that Vladimir Putin might be here in Saudi Arabia. There would be some sort of a bilateral between Putin and Trump. That is not going to happen now. But as we've been talking about over the past few days, there is perhaps some momentum on a peace process in the Ukraine war. Remember, the Saudis have been key in brokering talks between the Russians and the Americans. They were here just a few weeks ago. So maybe we will see some developments there. What about the Middle East, of course? A massive challenge in Gaza. Trump in his first term pushed forward what's known as the Abraham Accords, normalization, diplomatic normalization between the Saudis, potentially other Gulf Arab nations as well, and the Israelis. That at the moment is off the table, but there is leverage there. The Saudis are more powerful now than they once were. If Donald Trump wants normalization to happen in the region, which would transform the region, then the Saudis can say to him, well, look, you need to put pressure on the Israelis to sort out the Palestinian problem, to recognize Palestine as a state. I have to say that feels like a very long way away now. He arrives shortly in the next hour or so, Air Force One, the old one, not the new one that Qatar might gift him. The old Air Force One is in the air, will land here in Riyadh over the next hour, and there will be a welcoming ceremony with the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman there, and then an investment conference here in the capital before things get underway with a state dinner tonight. Look out too for a drone show. I'm told there will be a massive drone show put on here in Riyadh for the leader.